distributing numbers, you're going to distribute it out to the other numbers. What's up everybody, this is Mickey Gamonal with Gamonal Tutors, and this is ASVAB Domination. Today we are doing a math knowledge question of the day. For all x, 3x plus 4 in parentheses, 4x minus 3 in parentheses is equal to what? All of my students, first thing we're going to do, we always write down the question and all pertinent information. Now what you're going to be using here is what's called the distributive property. The distributive property is just like a distribution center. That's kind of how you remember it. So Amazon distribution center, a Walmart distribution center, they send stuff out. They make sure everybody gets it. So if you're distributing numbers, you're going to distribute it out to the other numbers. Another thing that a lot of teachers like to use here is what's called FOIL, the FOIL method. Now, this is first, outer, inner, last, and that's about like the order of multiplication. But honestly, if you know your distribution, you don't really have to worry too much about the FOIL. If the FOIL helps you, use FOIL. If not, just use the distributive property. Too easy. We start with whatever, left to right, and we're going to multiply 3x times 4x. So, we'll do 3x and 4x, that gives us 12, 3 times 4, and then x times x is x squared. Quick little e is equal to x squared, right? And then x times x is x cubed, right? So that's how exponents work. So since we have an x times an x, we're gonna get x squared, 12x squared. Now the 3 and the 4, they work together. You multiply those together and you get 12. The x and the x, you multiply those together and you get x squared. Next, we're going to scoot one over. We're gonna do 3x times 3. Negative 3. Very important there. So 3x times negative 3. A negative times a positive is going to result in a negative number. So we get negative 9x because the x still comes along for the ride, right? Now we've done our first and outer. So these are the two outer numbers. Now we're going to move into the inner and last. So you'll see that this is just making sure everybody is distributed to everybody. So nothing goes unaccounted for. So next we're going to do inner. So this is going to be like that. 4 times 4x. So 4 times 4x is going to be 16x. You got to include the x. And that's going to be a positive value, just because there's no negative numbers there. Now we're going to distribute the last number. That's going to be our plus 4 and our negative 3. So a positive times a negative, those don't match, so you're going to get a negative number. So you get 4 times negative 3, we're going to get negative 12. Now, one of the most important things that you can do in algebra and in math in general is what's called simplifying. So this is still a little bit complicated. We want to combine our like terms, combining like terms. These two are the only terms that are alike. The negative 9x and the 16x, because they both have a regular x. This doesn't have an x attached to it, and this has an x squared attached to it, which isn't the same as an x. You can't combine the x squared or the constant number. We're just going to combine these middle numbers. Negative 9x and 16x, the result's going to be, when we combine them, 7. Because they don't get along. This one's positive, this one's negative. So they're going to result in a smaller number when we combine them. So we get 7x. 12x squared stays the same. And negative 12 is going to change. Or negative 12 is going to stay the same as well. So this is our final answer. 12x squared minus 7x minus 12. So you want to use a solving strategy and then check the answers. It's right there at A. 12 squared plus 7x. Ooh, I made a mistake. It's going to be a positive 7. So this is why we always check our answer. If you look through the answers, there's no negative 7s that I see here. So it's actually a positive 7 because they don't get along, but the positive number wins. So the positive number is bigger than the negative number, therefore the result's going to be positive. So 12 squared plus 7x minus 12. If you have any questions about that, sometimes you will do this. On the test, you'll forget a negative. So you always want to go back and see where that negative came from. In this case, my mistake was this looked like a negative number because it was red. Hopefully this video helped you. If not, let me know. Send me a message, send me a comment. If you have any questions that you need any help with, go ahead and post them. If you're ready to start dominating the ASVAB with me as your tutor, go ahead and sign up for my ASVAB Pro class starting next month. Alright guys, you have a great day. Stay well.